Hi guys, welcome back. So before we get started, I just want to let you know that if I sound a little nasally or a little sickly, that's because I am. I have been fighting a cold for a week or so because the weather can't make up its mind. Yeah. So earlier this year, I found this post on Pinterest and decided that that would be the perfect Christmas present for my mom. And since it's finally Christmas time, I can actually make it. So that's what we're here to do today. I'm here to show you how I made it. Since I couldn't really find any other how-to videos, I decided to come up with a way of my own. Just using the picture on Pinterest as inspiration. I didn't read the actual post or anything on how they did it. So with the help of my husband and my brilliant mind, we have come up with a way to make this not only be a sturdy structure, but to also make it able to be taken down and stored without taking up too much space. So let's get started. Yay, coffee.
Yay.
I have bare feet.
Rawr. Rawr. Rawr.
So the first thing you're gonna need is one of these. Very helpful in a time of need. Then you're gonna need to decide how big you want your structure to be. I have decided that 4 tiers is enough. I got these from Lowe's. I'm sure Home Depot also has something similar. They're just little table, make your own table, stool, whatever things. So I figured these would be sturdy enough, and yeah. Then you're gonna need tape measure, some of these things. I'll show you how they work when that time comes. Some more of those things, but we decided to make our own because these already have the little screw thing in there, but we want a specific size and length, and I wasn't paying $10 or more for something I can do myself for much cheaper. Some bolts, some screw thingy things, a drill, and last but not least, something to keep your eyes nice and safe for the Christmas holidays. Okay, let's go. After measuring to find the center, we are going to trace around the top of a jar to create a hole for the center of all of these pieces. It's going to be used for the cords of all the lights in the houses and other lights and stuff that's going to be on there. So now that our holes are cut for our cords, we are going to determine how much space is going to be between each tier. So we have just determined that 16 inches is our number. Now what we're going to do is get our holes and measure 16-inch spaces. I should have gotten enough poles so we would have enough for each tier layer. We need 9 because there's going to be 3 on each to support it. So it turns out that each of our little dowel things that we got is 48 inches long. And since we are doing 16-inch spaces between our tiers, that means that we only need 3 dowels. like a massage.
I also got some cheap paint to paint all of the wood materials that we're going to be using because it's green and there's going to be garland. Most of the stuff's going to be covered, so this is probably unnecessary, but we'll see. I'm going to paint it all green anyways.
And now we paint.
So now that everything has been painted, we are going to mark where our legs are going to go. So these things is basically a super simple, easy way to install legs on furniture. Very handy dandy. You have your screw at the top. It screws into there after you attach this to whatever furniture you need, and then voila, it is done. So that's what we're doing right now. So now we're going to do the same thing to the other 3, except this time there's only going to be 3 legs instead of 4. So for our makeshift dowels that we're going to be using, this is the pieces that we've cut 16 inches long. These are going to be used in between each of the tiers, but because we're doing it ourselves, they're not going to have the screw thing on there, so this is what these are. We're gonna have to drill a hole through here, leaving about that much left at the end of it. So this is for the upside that's going to be screwing into the little plates, but then the other side of it is gonna look like this. A little acorn nut. We have at least 3 of these done. We're going to put it on here where it's gonna go. Try to make it as even as possible. And we're going to mark where these are so we can drill holes through here to then put the acorn nuts on. Now that the structure has been completed, we are going to hot glue, attempt to hot glue, some of this cheap garland I got from Michael's along the edges. So we have finished the bottom ring all the way around with the garland using hot glue. And just wanted to let you guys know that instead of doing hot glue on every square inch all the way around, I just did hot glue in a few sections, so that way I will be able to take a small string of lights and loop them through the sections that haven't been glued down, and then be able to take them off. The reason why I did this is because not only is this garland not lighted, I got this specifically so I would be able to cut it, and you can't cut lighted garland, but also while it's being stored in the bag that I made, I'm afraid that if I leave the lights on it, the lights will just get crushed by the way it's going to be stored. So I wanted the lights to also be able to be removed, so I left a few gaps. So we have finished all but the very last bottom rung things, posts. So we're gonna be doing that tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow afternoon we'll be at my parents' house to set it up and surprise them with it. Oh, hi. So, we've made it to my parents' house. They are gone, thankfully, and so they won't be back for a while. So we have plenty of time to rearrange things. So right now, I'm trying to figure out where exactly to put this tree, because usually I would put it here in this beautiful blank open area, but because they have a dog that knocks everything down, I don't necessarily want it to be easily accessible for breaking said objects that are going to be on this tree. So I'm thinking nice corner section here, kind of away but still visible to everybody. So we're going to have to rearrange a few things. Let's go. So I finished the lights, and unfortunately I didn't leave enough space of a gap in between here and the edge for the lights to actually wrap around like I wanted, but instead, a better option anyway, we zip tied occasionally all the way around. Now we get to add the houses. Yeah, we are making progress. You just walk straight.
I need my blind stick.
You're not walking straight.
Oh,
Okay.
A little further.
Okay.
Hold on.
You can open your eyes now.
Holy crap! Oh crap!
good grief. Y'all are Santa
Good golly,
elves
that's
for
awesome.
sure.
Is it motorized, so it spins?
No.
Oh. Nice.
You can find the link to this Pinterest post that inspired this video in the description box below. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next time. Bye!